This was the first game of 2023 World Chess Championship match played by Ding Liren and Ian Nepomniachtchi. So in this game, Ding Liren started the game with e4 and black, the other opponent Nepomniachtchi responded with e5 and the game moved toward Spanish Open, which is some also called Royal Opens. Knights are open, bishop to b5, a6. This is the main variation. Now to main line Royal Opens or Spanish King, and now a4 trying to Ding Liren brought his piece back, and then f6, and then white castles e7, as we have all expected. Now we are in a close variation of a Royal Open. No, I think no surprises. In Ding Liren's opening choice, we all are expecting a classical e4 e5, but Nepomniachtchi shows his weapon already on the move 6. In 6 move, he never had played the delayed exchange variation before. In 6 move, d takes c6. Okay, as you can see, he exchanged his bishop, yeah, for the knight, and now in the next move, black takes with the pawn. The move played in this game is just the fourth most popular, despite having even so vast theory behind it. The idea will become clear in the next move. White wants to advance his pawn to d4. Ding has faced this system 3 times. Ding has already played. He is rated to more than Nepomniachtchi, but he continued the game. So white wants to advance his pawn to d4. Ding has faced this system 3 times, but in all the games his opponent played d3. Most of the opponent played d3. So in the seventh move, the now look to e1, knight after the rook after the rook e1, the knight to d7 was played, and here the g4 is in. This is the point and its most critical move, because this is the point white seeks a more open game rather than the typical maneuvers just result from slow play with the pawn on d3. So the eighth move was to take the d4 pawn, which I think black did excellent job of taking, and this move has nothing bad about this. And now you bring your big pieces into the board, black castles on the long side, and the bishop takes the pawn, and the bishop to f4, c5, open the queen, and now you can just simply sacrifice the queen. This is more dangerous and this is more dangerous than the queen sacrifice. And white just took back, the Ding Liren just took back his queen, and you don't have to just exchange the pieces so early. No one forces you to exchange your pieces, so I think Ding Liren did a significant job here. So now the bishop and bishop. I think here bishop to a to g4. It's a new move and not an accurate one. This is according to the system. It's not accurate, but this move just wastes a move. It's just like a in next move, white can just simply throw you away with just one move, or if it can be also, sometimes it can be a good game if you take the king knight with the bishop. So now it does not do anything. So you just made a one move which does nothing. So now this was the move played by Ding Liren, where he moved his knight and is blocked by the attack from the black screen and open and now white knight can just maneuver free on the board. The problem with the d4 bishop move is the knight is not pinned. E6, knight to e. So the bishop is not bishop in that the knight is not pinned, so it can move, and the bishop is not in a stable position. So here e5 is also possible. Now the knight. So now the black is building on the main file on the d7 and 8 square. The natural recurrent preparing the bring to d8. A critical move where white play can be improved. So now the knight f3, knight f5 was played. This move allowed black to equalize on the both sides. If the black takes with the bishop, you can take back, and black won't take with the queen. So the next move, white plays knight to e6, which is a good move, but it might open it, but at this stage it does nothing, but it might help in this after game. So here knight takes and gives a check at e7. You can see knight took the bishop and gives a check, and now black is forced to take. Black has taken with the queen, and now you take back your bishop. Now this game goes into the slow maneuver, and bishop to h5 is simply just taking one step back. So black and white both develop on the third pawn, and we try to move f pawn. So here now the white moves his queen to h2 square, and the whole file is blocked by the bishop, and now the black takes back his uh, f to his bishop to f7, and both players improve their structure and their places in the last few moves. Now at this stage white offers a sacrifice, a rook sacrifice, which the black does not take, and they develop uh, pawns on the both sides. And then white plays knight e2, and rook takes the sacrifice, and now the exchange continues, and another piece comes for the exchange which white does not take, and this is a quite an interesting move to fight for the d file. And now with white played, now the both players are in the same position. The white is building on the d file, and they both are fighting for one pawn. Now at this stage black plays c6 pawn. I don't know what was he thinking, so he could move this move, but let's continue with the game. This was mistake. He could have just tried to develop his other pieces. He might have to bring his bishop to some more or in open position. Now bishop takes, and now knight takes, and now this was the white queen enters the game and black's position becomes more dangerous. It's impossible to defend all pawns on the queen side. So black just plays b5, and now white just attacks and pin the bishop, pin the knight, king to h7, and now black attacks. This is according to the engine, this is a mistake. So at the very least, to make Ding suffer for a long time, black just simply takes back. Knight g3. Now this is a good move because if you move you further to the game, now you can just simply attack the the pawn and the queen at the same time in your next few moves. Black brings his knight to the game and f4 was played. f4 is protected, and now knight can just simply if goes to d4, h3, good move. Both players are in a stable position, and now they are looking to sacrifice their pawn and exchange their pawn on the left side. It blocks queen. Black offers a queen sacrifice, and black plays queen to b7, and then bishop to e8. Black plays bishop to e8. Black is again from this. It looks like black is already again trying to sacrifice his. But in this stage, black could have just taken the bishop, but he didn't take it. The next move was important. Bishop to e8. This game was played. Now the white is protecting this bishop. Black didn't take it. Black missed the opportunity. So d7 again trying to exchange. White takes back. White is actually, I think, doing quite good. He does not have to take. And now he took the exchange. With knight takes back. And the game continues. Ding has no problem defending the end game now. They're in the same game. e5, g8, king to g3, bishop to d7, and bishop to c7. The game continues, and the knight has to d3, and the game continues. The white gives a check, and the bishop takes, and again bishop to b7, trying to grab the knight. Black moves back, and now black has taken the pawn, and g3, c1, and knight to e3, and then king to e3, and bishop and knight to b3. The position is totally drawn after the exchange of knights. So Nepomniachtchi must be frustrated having squandered an excellent position, but confident because he showed the strength of his preparation. Ding for now breaks a sign of relief for having escaped, but his game showed weakness in the opening. It's just the beginning of what promises to be exciting duel. So this was uh, an equal round 1 between Ding Liren and Nepomniachtchi. So this was the first game of the World Chess Championship 2023.